the section 12.3. We're going to be focusing on what's called polynomials. And before we get started, there's a lot of vocabulary in this section. Let me just get into that here. First thing is something called degree. Degree just means the highest variable power in an expression. Term means a group of numbers and or variables separated by a plus or minus sign. The expression is a group of terms coefficient is just the number in front of a term. And then to kind of wrap up the vocabulary here, we have monomial, binomial, and trinomial. In math, the letters meal means term, right? Monomial means one term. Bi means two terms. Tri is three terms. So a lot of the way the lectures are formatted is based around your My Math homework. So the way that you would see homework on this is the directions would ask you to complete the table. With, let's say, 2x squared plus 5x minus 4. And it'll have a table like this. It'll have the term, it'll have coefficient, and you have to just fill in the missing piece. For that term 2x squared, the coefficient would be number in front. 5 is the coefficient of the term 5x, right? And negative 4 is also the coefficient. Easy enough, right? But if I asked you to state the degree and classify the expression, 2x to the second plus 5x minus 4. What would be the degree of this? 2. Degree is just the highest variable power. And this is 3 terms. So it's called a trinomial. We talked about what this word evaluate means. Evaluate just means you plug in a number for letters and then you simplify. We did go over that, right? This class? Yeah. I don't know if it was this class or the one before it. So evaluate, if we had 2x squared minus x plus 5, and I said 4x equals negative 2. The best way to evaluate when you go to plug a number in is to use parentheses. So 2 parentheses negative 2 squared minus negative 2 plus 5. Sometimes if you forget the parentheses, it's easy to mess up a sign. You could type this into your calculator exactly like that. But if you're not going to use a calculator, let's do parentheses and exponents first. So I'll do this part first. Negative 2 squared is 4. Minus a negative is plus. Next we multiply. 8 plus 7, of course, is 15. All right. You might have a word problem here. It says that a rocket is launched following the equation for height. Negative 16 t squared plus 128 t plus 320. Find the height 3 seconds after launch. And t is in seconds, so t would be 3. So we just have to use our calculator to figure this out. In your calculator, we're just going to type in negative 16 times 3 squared plus 128 times 3 plus 320. Very simple. Negative 16, 3 squared plus 128 times 3 plus 320 is 560. Doesn't tell us what the units are. Could be 560 miles, it could be 560 meters, but the answer would be 560. A couple more types of problems. the word simplified means we combine like terms. And a like term is just the same variables and the same variable powers. We had 2x squared minus 4 plus 5x squared minus 2. What we want to do is find the like terms, which means here's an x to the second, here's an x to the second. So we can combine those. I use an underline system. So I underline the same term. So 2x squared plus 5x squared is 7x squared. And then, of course, -4 minus 2 is just -6. So that would actually be our answer. Using the underlines, it just helps me to kind of keep everything organized. What if we had 3ab plus 5x minus 2a plus 6ab minus 7? Here's the 3ab, here's a 3ab, so I'll combine those. 9ab. Same letters, same powers. Here's an x, here's an x. So 5 plus -7 is just -2x. And then we just have -2a left over. Right? Let's try this one. 2a squared b squared minus 5b squared a squared plus 6ab minus 5b. Because a few people didn't sign in. Who did not get that? Seven of you here and only 5 of you. Has Dean, Danielle, Meyer, Andrew, for a problem like this, you see how this is a squared and b squared, this is b squared and a squared. In math, it doesn't matter when you're multiplying, you can just whatever you're writing. So we can just write this a squared and b squared. So this just turns into 2a squared b squared minus 5a squared b squared plus 6ab minus 5b. These have the same letters and the same letter powers. I'm going to combine those. This doesn't have anything else with it. This, I mean, AB needs an AB. A regular B just needs a regular B. So I'm just going to write 6AB minus 5B here. And then to wrap things up tonight, there's one other type of problem I wanted to show you. I asked you to write in descending powers with no missing powers. A 5 minus 2x squared. Right, well, descending powers means we start with the highest one. We're going to say negative 2x squared, right? The sign belongs to whatever's on the right of it. So the negative is with the 2, it's not with the 5. And then that's x to the second. So then we need an x to the first. And then we need an x to the 0. So that's what we're looking for there. 2x squared minus 5x plus x to the third minus 2. And with the highest power, takes care of this. We write the next x to the second, then the regular x, and then finish with no x.